Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be learning how to multiply and divide fractions. So first we're going to start with multiplying so the dividing makes more sense, but without further ado, let's head on straight into this video. So first let's go over what's a fraction. It's a number over another number. And a proper fraction is when the number or the numerator, which is the number on top, is smaller than the number on the bottom, the denominator. An improper fraction is when there's a bigger number in the numerator than in the denominator. Now, improper fractions do help when you're trying to multiply and divide fractions, because if you have a mixed number like this, it's so much easier when you're multiplying or dividing the fractions to use that. But how would I make this into an improper fraction? Well, you're going to multiply the number of wholes by the denominator, and then you're going to add 1. So in this case, it's 6 over 5 for that improper fraction. So let's say we have 3 over 4 times 2 over 8. So 2 over 8 can be simplified, but let's not get into that right now. 3 over 4 times 2 over 8. So we're going to multiply 3 and 2, and we're also going to multiply 4 and 8. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 8 is 32. And we can simplify this by dividing the numerator and the denominator by some number that is divisible by both of them, which in this case is 2. So let's say we have 3/4 times 1 and 1/5. So we have 3/4 times, and then we're going to make 1 and 1/5 into an improper fraction, which is 6 over 5. Because if we multiply the number of wholes by the denominator and add 1, we get 6. And when we multiply that, we get 18 over 20. And if we divide both of those by 2, we get 9 over 10. So simplifying works like that. You divide the numerator and the denominator by a common factor. Now let's go into a bit of I'm just going to teach you a small trick for when you're doing this. Well, if you have a number in the denominator and numerator that are factors, so 8 goes into 72 9 times. So instead of simplifying it later, you can easily slash it out now. And this is when you use your sword to slash out whatever you want. Whatever can be slashed out. Then when we slash it out, then we'll get 9 times 9 over 2, which is 81 over 2. Let's say next we have 100 over 5 times 20 over 200. Well, 5 times 4 is 20. So you can essentially just simplify it to, you can also have done 5 and 100 and so, but sometimes it just slashes out all like that, which is so much easier. So now, how about dividing fractions? But first we need to know what the reciprocal of a fraction is. How will this help us? But you will see how. So the reciprocal of a fraction is when you take the denominator, put it on the numerator, and the numerator into the denominator. So then the reciprocal of 3 over 4 is 4 over 3. So let's say we have 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 8. So we're going to take the reciprocal of the second number. And in this case, the reciprocal of this is 8 over 2, and then you'll just multiply them. So once you find the reciprocal, then you go ahead and multiply them, the two fractions that you have. And you might have an improper fraction, but that's okay. And you can also slash stuff, which will make it easier. Now this is why it's easier to use improper fractions, because then all this is so much easier. So when we slash everything out, we get 3. So you're taking your knowledge from multiplying the fractions and just applying your knowledge of the reciprocals by finding the reciprocal of the second number. So let's say we have 5 over 7 times 20 over, or divided by 20 over 49. So we're going to find the reciprocal of 20 over 49, which is 49 over 20. And then when we simplify this, 7 and 49 can slash out, and then so can 5 and 20. And then you'll get 7 over 4, which can be simplified to a mixed number 1 and 3/4. Now, some of your teacher may mind if you don't write it in a mixed number, but just ask your teacher what their preference is. Now you are going to do a practice problem all by yourselves. This may seem scary at first, but I assure you, you'll do fine. So you'll have a couple fractions to multiply and a couple to divide. So you have to, for the fractions to multiply, you will need to multiply 24 over 5 times 5 over 6. Then you will also have to you'll have to divide 32 over 9 divided by 8 over 3. You will have 30 seconds. Did you do it? Let's check if you got the right answer. So we're going to start with the multiplication problem. So in this case, 5 and 5 cancel out because when you divide a number by itself, it becomes 1. So those slash out. And then also, 6 times 4 is 24, so we can slash those out and just get 4. So I tried to choose a problem specifically that you could slash out. Now the next one, we need to find the reciprocal of 8 over 3 and keep 32 over 9 as is. The reciprocal of 8 over 3 is 3 over 8. And then 9 and 3 can simplify. 3 times 3 is equal to 9, and 8 times 4 is equal to 32. So then we'll get 4 over 3, which is equal to 1 and 1/3. Congrats! You made it to the end of this video. Whether it's you needed help with this concept, you wanted some extra practice, or you just wanted to review, I hope you learned something or got some extra practice in. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. It just tells me if I need to change anything. And remember, you can always comment on my discussion page, which I have shown in previous videos how to navigate on, or you can even comment on my videos if my comments are turned on. You can also email me, which is in the description box, with any questions you might have. Bye!